the basics of redstone and how to understand them. Alright, so redstone is understandable to a certain point, but there are things that are confusing about it. So today, I will be going over the base blocks for redstone and what they will do. I'll also build some basic redstone contraptions, kinda like what we did last time, but a little bit different. How about we get started? Okay, first up, Redstone Dust. Redstone Dust is the most important thing out of all of these blocks, because without Redstone Dust, all these blocks would not be able to work. The only combo that you can actually do successfully without Redstone Dust is a flying machine, because observers technically power that one. First off, Redstone Dust is powered by Redstone Torches and Redstone Blocks. Redstone can also run through repeaters, comparators, and pistons, powering all of them. And when redstone is powered, it can reach up to 15 blocks long, and on the 16th block, it loses its power. There is a way to power redstone even further, but I will show that to you in a minute. Next up, we have Redstone Torches. Redstone Torches power Redstone Dust, and can also be depowered in a certain combo. If we place a block, a redstone torch, and have redstone running into it, it will depower the redstone torch. This is very useful in different clock systems and in redstone contraptions themselves. Next up, we have Redstone Blocks. Redstone Blocks also power Redstone Dust. It cannot be depowered. Redstone Blocks are usually used to power powered rails or other things like that to make minecarts move. Sometimes they're used in redstone contraptions, but not very often. We have Redstone Repeaters, another very important item. When a redstone repeater is being powered, it can relay different signals elsewhere. It has multiple ticks, ranging from 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, and 4 tick. Each one will do a different delayed signal. So if I depower this, it'll now be slower, and it'll be slower powering. But if I do this, it's near instant. Also, redstone repeaters, as shown earlier, when redstone reaches a 15 block limit, it stops powering anything further than that. But with redstone repeaters, if you're placing it in the same way the current is going from the power, redstone repeaters will actually keep powering it for another 15 blocks. We have redstone comparators. This one I'm not too familiar with, but I know redstone comparators are usually for receiving signals. So if we have a redstone block here, it would go into this comparator, and then comparators can lock hoppers, for example. So if I grab out a hopper real quick, just like this, and we'll also grab out a chest real quick. We'll put the chest down here, and we'll do this. Now, if we throw a redstone dust in there, it actually won't go through down to the chest, because the comparator is technically locked in. Once the comparator is depowered, the redstone will freely move down. These are usually used in sorting systems, for example, the item filter over there, but other than that, I am not sure on their use. Pistons and sticky pistons. Again, very useful items. There is a difference between the two, and that might be obvious because one's a sticky piston and one's a normal piston, but I'll show you guys anyway. If we place a grass block on both of them, and then we get a redstone block to power both, first off, it pushes both of them forward, but with a normal piston, it doesn't retract the block, and with the sticky piston, it does. So you can make different combos and redstone contraptions utilizing these different items. For example, with the regular piston, you can constantly push blocks all the way up to a 10 block limit. Next up, we have dispensers and we have droppers. There's a set difference between the two. Dispensers, for example, you know what? I'll just show you, because it's way easier to show than to just tell. So we're going to grab up some netherite armor, right? We're going to put netherite helmet in there, and netherite helmet in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a redstone block, and I'm going to stand in front. So now I can place redstone blocks from here. I place one there, and now I look at my head. I now actually have the netherite helmet on me, but if I now do the same thing with a dropper, it just goes right into my inventory. Simple difference, and they're both used for their separate things. For example, dropper elevators, which are pretty useful, for example, in the nether, where you can't use water for bubble columns. Now, finally, we have the observer and we have the target block. Both of these are receiver items, which means that they receive redstone signals to power different items. So let's get a redstone dust, and we'll just head out 3 with them. They can both power up to 15 blocks, depending on what you do. So if we get a block, Any movement or block change in front of an observer will power it. So if I place a block or break a block, it'll power it. If I push a piston or remove a piston, it'll also power it. So simple things like that. If water's placed or removed, it also powers it. Now with the target block, it's a little different. If we actually get a bow out really quickly, right here, and now I charge up the bow, and I shoot at it, it'll actually power it. So we'll just shoot right there. And depending on where you hit and how powerful your blow is, it'll change the amount it is powered. So this is good, for example, if you have secret entrances. The observer, however, like used in the flying machine over here, I'm just going to head over here because I don't want to build another flying machine. You power it, and then it sends a signal into the piston, which then moves the sticky piston, which then, I guess, block updates the observer, which then updates another piston to push or pull it forward, and then constantly keep it moving in a loop. Okay, now that I've explained what each and every block behind me does, how about I show you guys some redstone contraptions with them. These will be simple and easy, and I will try walking you through them the best I can currently. Okay, first, why don't we try building a 2x2 flying machine. So first up, we're just gonna place down our observers and our sticky pistons. I'll show you guys how to build this one in a second, but currently I'm just gonna build it quickly. So this is what it would look like. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place one slime block, then a sticky piston, then a slime block, and then you might have to remove your other slime block to place a sticky piston to place your slime block back. That might sound complicated. You just do this pattern with your piston and your slime block. Then you get an observer and you face this way in place, so the head's on the outside, and then do the same with the opposite. Now, power it. Yeah, no, that was a waste of time. I just wasted your time, which is kind of funny, if I'm being honest. I'm assuming 1.17 patched this thing because, or 1.17.1 patched it because it used to work in the past, but now it doesn't. So I'll show you guys a different design. So first up, you build up your observer. So it's facing the head opposite direction. You place a sticky piston, and you place 2 slime blocks. Now what you're going to want to do is get your observer and place it on the edge of the slime block. Now place a sticky piston and 2 more slime blocks. Now your flying machine is actually done. So you just place a block to power it, and it'll activate. Pretty simple. You can also, as shown earlier, replace it with honey blocks instead, which might arguably be easier to collect. But that doesn't really matter, so have fun with that as you... Okay, and for the next and final contraption for this video, I'm going to be doing a 64 item dispenser. I'm just going to say, first off, I did not come up with this design. There should be a card in the top right now for the video of where I got it from. I just thought I would share it just in case, because I think it's actually pretty cool. So if we press this button here, the stake will begin to pop out in different sections. It's supposed to be a stack, but because this was made, like this design was made over 3 years ago, back in 2019, it is a little bugged. So depending on how you build it and like when you build it, like not really how you build it, but just by chance you'll end up with either a little less than a stack or a little over a stack, like I did right here with stacking 3. So let me show you how to actually build this now. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to build up 3 blocks, go over 2 blocks, and then build up another 3 blocks to make kind of like a 2x2 doorway. Then inside that doorway by 1 block, you're going to place your 4 droppers down. Next up, you're going to go behind to the top right dropper, shift, and right click, placing a redstone torch. Next up, place 2 redstone dust on top of the dropper. Now place a block on top of that redstone torch, build it out by 5 blocks, and then fill this area in kind of like an L shape. Next up, you're going to place a redstone dust, then a redstone repeater on vortex, place 3 redstone dust again, place a comparator facing this way, a comparator facing this way, fill the remaining area in with redstone dust. In the final gap right here, place a trapdoor of any type. I'm just assuming don't do an iron trapdoor, don't know what you would do or what would happen with that. And next up, I'm gonna use steak. That's not how you spell steak. I'm gonna use steak, but you can use any item you want. So it doesn't really matter what item it is, but it'll dispense 64 of that item. So inventory is now clear, as you can see. Completely forgot about the button, but you just get a button, place it in the top left, right there. Press your button, and now the machine will begin spewing steak at you. And we got a stack in 4 this time. See, it was a stack in 3 in the last clip. So yeah, it's a little faulty, but you're gonna get around a stack. So yeah, that's how you build this machine. Hello everyone, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as you guys can see behind me, that some textures are a little different. I'm assuming you have noticed throughout the video that some stuff's different as well. And that's because I am currently working on a Minecraft texture pack. I have been into texture pack making as of recent. So yeah, I've been creating my own pack as something to do in my downtime. So hopefully you guys end up enjoying my pack. A little preview of it is in my inventory here. So netherite armor becomes my skin. There's a little faulty part with the boots, but I'll try fixing that. Got some other stuff like the Totem of Undying, shield, trident. So if I hold that in my hand, that looks pretty cool. So I can throw that up there. You know, it's red still, pretty cool. Got the bow. Pretty sure you guys have noticed this, but it charges up, which is really cool as well. The arrows will be fixed in the next update for it. TNT minecart is pretty much resembling me because I really love blowing stuff up with these things, and I'm the only person that uses them on like any server I play. So yeah, all of these things kind of resemble me, my you know, the skin and stuff. So yeah, these all exist. I'm working on it. And let me know if you guys want to download this, because I'm going to keep working on the pack slowly over time. But if you guys actually end up enjoying my resource pack, textures aren't final by the way, but if you guys end up enjoying the resource pack I'm, you know, currently making, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do a full release and actually release all the items. With obviously some modifications to the stuff, because the 4.0 release is probably on the horizon, because I was working on that earlier today before this video was recorded. Anyway, just want to say thank you guys for watching the video and for all the support on my videos. And yeah, I will see you guys probably next week. Peace. Oh yeah, forgot. 2 more things. First off, I now have an Instagram account, so I will be posting about videos that are upcoming, so you can get a hint by looking at the thumbnail for those videos. Usually it'll be posted a day before the video, but that's just because I work very tight schedule, which is working on the day before the video. Gotta fix that habit. And the other thing is I actually now have a Discord server, so that'll be in the description. You can check my Instagram and my Discord server out if you want. The Discord server will have special events and things like that. So, yeah, you might be able to play with me on a server, even though that's, you know, not really a special thing. But, yeah. Like I said earlier, I'll see you guys later. So, for real.
They tell me keep it simple, I tell them take it slow. I feed it water and ideas, so I let it grow. I tell them take it easy, they laugh and tell me no. It's cool, but I don't see them laughing.